with all due respect. With all due respect.
What's going on, y'all? It's your man Mo, and with the lovely co-host Miss Lady Simone.
Hello, hello, hello.
And we are the With All Due Respect podcast. How are you doing today, lady?
I am doing good. Can't complain. How are you?
Hey man, I woke up this morning feeling good. There's still time left on the clock. If y'all been following my Mo's Monday Moments, so that's been my thing that's going to be my thing for the next few weeks and probably leading into 2020. So,
that's right.
I'm feeling good about it. You know, we've been getting a lot of phone calls in. I won't say a lot. But we got some phone calls in to actually work with some people on some different things, man. We won't release any names or nothing of that nature, but it's definitely been a blessing.
Oh, absolutely. It's always a blessing when you're out here doing, following your dreams despite whatever it looks like, how the situation may be, and other people can actually see that. And, you don't do it for other people to see it, but you grind hard with passion. And when other people want to be a part of that, it makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of lets you know, like, it's not being done in vain. That's the beautiful thing is, so. But I have a question for you, Mo. I have a question today to get this podcast started.
Why are you starting the podcast off? I start the podcast off.
Well, because you always start the podcast off. So here we go. Maybe if I started off, there's going to be a lot more phone calls because they're like, yo, I got to get her. But anyways, so tell me, thinking back to your high school days, right? I know you got to think a little longer, than some. But thinking back, can you tell me what was some memorable moments for you?
Oh man. This right here is gonna go so many ways right here. Can I say some of my regrets first in high school?
I mean, if you want to, I don't like to kind of look back on regrets.
Well,
I don't like
you know what?
to call them that per se.
You know what? That's
what
true.
I mean?
That's
because
true. That's true.
we look at things. It's all how you look at it.
I'll say some of the things that still be regret.
Because if you look at it, if you regret doing it, if you wouldn't be where you're at. Like we spoke about one time before, it alters actually your path of who you are today and where you will be.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So we can't really say regrets. Cool. Like there's some things we won't be proud of. You know what I mean?
There's some things that I wish I would have done. I felt like because of my personality at that point in time, because I haven't always been a people's person, which
was more of an introvert.
I'm still a part of that introvert community, but it's just I'm getting better when cutting it on and cutting it off. I wish I would have played sports.
Oh, okay.
More so baseball, basketball. Football's never been my thing. To this day, I don't watch football.
Oh.
But I wish I would have played sports. I wish I'd have been more academically inclined because I had it, I got it. I just never did. I just
didn't really apply just the way that you feel like.
I didn't.
I got a question about that. Do you think it came from, people who really applied themselves were looked at as the geeks or not so popular or, they always had something to say about those people. And I'm going to say something too on this too once you answer because this is interesting to just pop up to me. But do you think you didn't do it because they weren't so popular to put on a certain image?
It could have been a piece of all those things. It could have been.
Okay.
But I don't know why, man. It was just never celebrated.
Okay.
When we didn't have social media, we had it, but it wasn't like active like that. I mean, it was very, 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 very small.
Would you say it wasn't celebrated amongst your peers?
It wasn't.
Okay, so because in school you get rewards and all these other things, so more so amongst your peers.
Well, no, well, you're absolutely right. So that actually may pour right into it. Basketball, man, that used to be the thing. You were not even so much a jock, but if you
were the man.
You were the man. Yeah. And I only mean just for the ladies, which it definitely helped with the ladies, but just in general, because where we come from, Georgetown, South Carolina, basketball and football and baseball. Baseball is what really kind of took you somewhere a little bit quicker if people realized that or not, because you had more people back in that community. Down basketball, that goes all over the county. You be seeing in Walmart something like, yo, that's so-and-so, yo, he play ball, he nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Woo, in football, you know how the Getters boys get
But
down.
I would have to say, honestly, for
And we
me,
used
I
to beat
think
y'all all the time in football
that's
and
so
basketball.
not the truth. But the thing is, when it comes down to sports, especially in Georgetown County, I would say I think the country boys held it down, especially with football. We were like amazing with football.
We used to
Basketball, we were pretty good too.
And
but
our band was just as good as yours.
no,
too.
definitely not. If anybody who is listening to this, I don't care who want the smoke. I'm telling you, Carvers Bay High. No. Let me take Carvers Bay. I'm sorry. Choppy High School had the best band in Georgetown County.
Choppy High School, it's not even active no more.
It don't matter.
Georgetown High
It don't matter.
active.
Choppy High School had the best band in Georgetown County, and when we merged the Carvers Bay, Mr. Ruffin still was the man, and y'all Georgetown High School still did not have nothing on Carvers Bay High. It's nothing y'all can say about that.
Y'all couldn't mess with Mr. Singleton.
I'm gonna tell you, y'all could take y'all flags and twirl them 1,600 times. We still was high stepping on the field, and we still like it was like complete domination. You can ask anybody.
And our NJROTC was better than y'all's too.
Okay, y'all can have ROTC. Y'all can have ROTC if that makes you feel good.
But what I would say, one of my fondest memories, man. I felt ninth grade, right? I can't say it's one of my fondest memories, but it's leading up to it. We created like a brotherhood in our auto body class.
So was it multiple guys that actually?
Oh man, I'm gonna name them right now.
Failed? No, don't do that.
No, not failed. No. Well, yeah, me and Herbie failed, but
Sorry, Herbie.
me and Herbie Smith failed. You know,
Why you had to put his last name? Like who?
I mean, that's my man. That's my brother.
But
that's
it don't matter. He probably didn't want everybody to know his business.
Man, me and Herbie failed, man. ninth grade. And we weren't even cool at that point. We got cool over something that happened in this auto body class. So we had, I can't remember, was it 2 years of it, or maybe the teacher left or whatever. Because I tried auto mechanics, that didn't work for me. But auto body, it's not like I was active in that either. But it was just like a brotherhood we created. It was me, Herbie Smith, Teddy Smith, Travis Smith. What's going on, y'all? Because I know Travis is on social media. I'm going to tag him in this. We had Kevin Gilliard. We had Pee Wee. We had Chester. We had some personality. Carvis Baker. You know, Betsy Benzito, a.k.a. Betsy Benzito. We had some people from Walcom that used to come through or whatever. Man, we had some people in that class. Honorable mention Jamal Pride, because he used to always be in our class. But man, we created this bond with our teacher, Mr. Taylor, and Mr. Mike. And I can't remember which teacher it was. Because there's a room full of guys, we only had one girl. And if we had any issues, Mr. Taylor didn't like really. Mr. Taylor was like old Vince McMahon looking dude. You know, like he used to lift weights. He's like, all right, take it out back. We'll literally go behind the shop in this big grassy field, and he'll let us wrestle it out. Like we wasn't punching nobody in the face, but we had a disagreement or we was talking trash to each other a little bit too much, take it out back. He'll literally sit there and referee it with his hands in his pocket. And I just thought that was so dope. And even, like I said, I can't remember what teacher. We used to actually cut, I think we had auto body first. We used to cut class and go to breakfast. All of us used to go to breakfast, man. Like we'll chip in and order food or go to Shoney's. This is when Shoney's was still open. Keep that in mind. So we used to go there, man. We had a real good time, man. Real good time.
So would you say, because a lot of times when we think back on teachers and even just like in the environment that we are in now.
Oh, I got another story to tell too, but go ahead.
In the environment that we are in now, do you think that teacher kind of like, that teacher had a major impact in your life? Coming up, because you know a lot of times, like you tell that story in this environment, some people be like, oh my goodness, he's such a terrible teacher, that this right here. But I think those are the things that actually make, you know, the children and they appreciate.
Yes.
And I think a lot of the times the children coming up this day and age, they're missing out on that.
And don't get me wrong, we did learn auto body, which Herbie, of course, was the veteran in this class, because that's what he does. That's what he did for a living then. That's what he does now. Because his father had a shop. Father has a shop. We also had a weird guy that used to always sit in the car. We never knew he was in there. He used to have like mad cars. I'm dead serious. Used to have like old
Don't
cars
say his name.
I can't remember his name.
Good.
But I got his face in my head right now. But we used to have like old cars that people donate for us to work on. You know, just little odds and ends to make the time go by. and there was this one T-top Camaro. I don't know, man. Thinking about it, I don't know why son used to sit in that driver's seat, and we'll be walking into class. What's up, Aaron? He used to scare us, man, like catch us off guard, rather. But yeah, man, nah, that was something serious, man. We really created. I would love to.
So let me ask you a question. If there was one thing that you could actually say to that teacher today, what would it be?
Appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. It was like an extension of a fatherly figure. You know what I'm saying? So at least for me. And then Herbie knew him already anyway from dealings with he had a body shop, and I guess him and his pops knew each other. So he had it. So it was just a real good experience. Thinking back at it, I'm thinking about this all day at work now. Second experience, I almost got suspended for cutting class, going to buy chocolate chip cookies. So we had the second lunch, and we knew first lunch had all the fresh food. And we got these big cookies that used to go for 20 cents. See, this is when my sweet tooth started. Now that I think about it, I'm going back. We had these big chocolate chip cookies that used to be mad gushy on the inside at Georgetown High School. Someone came up with the bright idea, me and Chester. I don't know why. I think because Chester had a big Tommy Hilfiger coat, so we could stash them. Everybody sent their money, right? 20 cents. We talking about we got like $4. We trying to buy out the joint. That's 20 cookies. So you had to know the way it was set up. We had to go across the patio and whatnot. So we got the cookies. We coming back. Principal, Mr. Isaac, God bless the dead. He saw us, and he knew me. He didn't know Chester. He knew me because my mom was a school teacher there. Morrison, come here. Chester kept going. I said, this motherfucker left me. God. Chester had majority of the cookies. I had a few in my pocket. I had like maybe 3 in each pocket, front pocket. I said, Morrison, what's going on? Nothing, Mr. Isaac, what's going on? I said, what are you doing out of class right now? I just ran across real quick to go do something, come back. So what's that in your pocket? I said, to my office, Mr. Morrison. So I think he confiscated the cookies, so I didn't get the cookies.
Did you have to pay everybody back?
No, 2 of them was mine, so I had to pay somebody back.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I thought that was funny. They laughed at me when I got back to I didn't get in trouble. He knew what was up afterwards. So those guys, that clique that we built right there, that camaraderie. So I would love to see those guys again, all of us at one time, just to laugh and jokes and whatnot. So yeah, pencil fighting was big too.
Oh yeah, the kids have no idea what that is.
No, I asked the kids the other day, like, yo, y'all want a pencil fight? Because they got some new pencils. Daddy, what's that? What's that? I said, what? What's pencil fighting? This is legendary.
Yeah, they don't have it. They're more so into fighting. You know what I'm saying? Not our children, but just, you hear the stories. Like, I even hear them come and say, well, they was fight today. I'm like, what are you fighting for? What are these kids fighting for?
I'm not going to say the names, but I seen the most epic fight in high school one time, man. Epic. I was in the class, and it popped off in the class, back and forth. And like we teach our kids, a man's word is a man's word. My man held my man to his word. When that bell went off on a Friday, as soon as they got outside the door, they got busy. They went from that door to the end of the hallway to up the hall. And I was just sitting there like, and I'm not one for watching fights. I'm trying to get out of there, but that was the route that I had to go. And I was just like, yo, this is like one of the most epic. I couldn't even tell you who won. Of course, I know the guy's name, but I'm not going to say neither one of their names. But it was a great fight. I'm not trying to perpetuate violence, but it was a really good fight. It really, really was. What are some of your fondest memories of high school?
Honestly, man, believe it or not, I wasn't all that quiet in high school. I was not real quiet. The same me, like wanting to always laugh and make people laugh and be a jokester and all that. That was me. Like, so man, it was a couple of us that always kind of hanged out together, and we just love to have fun.
Y'all should see her face right now. Her face is like so lit up right now. Like, yo, I'm calling them right now. And
nah, because
we're gonna go by so and so house. Remember, we used to drive by so and so house so you can stop and be like, hey.
You crazy? No, but it was. Thinking back, I'm gonna tell you something that's so crazy because, like I mentioned before, there was a time frame that I actually kind of forget about some things that actually happened. So what was so crazy, I remember going to a graduation at my old high school, and this girl came up to me and she was talking, and I'm just like, dang, I know the face, I can't get the name, and she started saying some stuff back, and I'm like, oh, dang, yeah. And then I remembered her name. And then there's this guy that keep talking, and he'll say, y'all remember that such and such happened in this class, and you did this, and I'm like, listen, y'all ain't about to put me out there like I did that. But when I really started thinking, it was like, oh, God, I did do that. So thinking back, there was some stuff that we actually did that I would not go on, be like,
I'm not going on record to say.
No.
Why not? Why not?
I definitely would not. So stuff that I would tell people, they'd be like, ain't no way that you actually did that. But I was that person. And I don't regret anything. It was fun. One thing that really stand out the most, though, we really thought we were something when we used to have to go to the skating rink. The skating rink was our thing back in the day. And
see, that's a whole other podcast.
We're
going to talk about the legendary skating ring in Georgetown High. Excuse me, in Georgetown, we got to talk about the fights. We got to talk about the hookups.
Man, it was so much. It was
like a car show out there.
Yeah, that I don't think people understand. Like, I think I was just talking to a friend of mine, and I'm like, yo, I don't think y'all understand the significance of what the skating ring meant to us.
Because we didn't have anything else in Georgetown.
Exactly.
I mean, our fun was if you got some new rims on your car was clean, or new sneakers, you'll ride through Walmart parking lot.
But even you think about this, exactly, like Walmart, walking through Walmart was the stuff.
Yeah, that was our mall.
But one thing for y'all in Georgetown, y'all literally had the mall or little restaurants here and there.
No, we had Walmart.
I mean Walmart. I didn't mean to say the mall. We call Walmart the mall.
Shout out to Miss Kim, Tim's shop.
But one thing for us in Plantersville, in the outset, we ain't had none of that. So we thought we been the stuff. Like, we piling up.
Oh, y'all traveling. Y'all did some traveling.
I mean, we really thought.
You had to check y'all over before y'all came to Georgetown.
We thought we really been doing something when we really got out of it, So that.
You saw buildings.
It was different. We ain't had the country road. Don't play it. Don't try to play Blandesville.
Oh, man, they come from the country, they start seeing buildings.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is, though, and I'm not going to go in depth on this. Y'all talk about the country girls, but them country girls was what...
No, I don't know what it was. Y'all country dudes used to come invade, and I'm using the right words, invade our I guess you would say city girls.
Y'all were intimidated by the country boys.
Whatever.
Them country boys will hold it down.
Whatever. And
shout out to everybody in the country that actually took all the Georgetown girls or whatever that y'all went.
Shout outs to all the Georgetownians with baby mamas in the country. How about that? Yo, we're gonna leave it right there because we're not gonna draw no old like people listening. It's like, yo, I remember I have messed this dude up out there. We're not even gonna do that, y'all. This is all
much
fun.
Love, man.
Just
much
going
love
down
both
memory lane.
ways.
Matter of fact,
man, if y'all are listening to this, please drop down below some of y'all memories that y'all may have had, or even some things that y'all may thought about in Georgetown County, man. Like in Plantersville, we got Plantersville down by Oakland Lanes Creek.
What's that? Annie Village. We got part of Georgetown, Kingston, Maryville, Sanford, Santee, Grave Station, Greentown. We got town itself. What other area? I guess you would say even some parts of Pawleys a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They did a little bit of work in Georgetown as well. Nah, that's
yeah, man. When you start really thinking, I mean, because what was the place? Oh, well, when you say Pawleys, what was the club in Pawleys?
Club 17.
No, it was called something else too.
What you talking about?
Ooh,
you talking about right there on the strip, Tony Club 17.
And they shut it down. It was called 17. Something else before that.
Yeah.
Though.
It went through a few different.
I'm trying to think what was the name.
The other joint later on, further down the road. Closer.
It was called something else. I remember it.
We're gonna do this right here.
Don't leave off on Playboy Gardens.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that
Playboy
too.
Gardens. Yeah. Check this out. Name 3 spots that you remember in Georgetown that's not there, and I'll name 3. We'll close this podcast out.
Ooh.
Name 3 spots. You want me to go first?
Go first.
Movie Max. It's not there no more. National Home Video. Not there no more. Blockbuster. Not there no more.
What was in the corner? Was that?
That was a movie theater. An actual 2-lane movie theater. Not there no more. What else we had? We had a bowling alley. Not there no more. What else we had?
Petey Quicks.
Petey Quicks, not there no more. Skating rink,
Yeah.
Not there no more.
Not there.
Now, you go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep.
No,
going.
you pretty much was there. You run it
what else?
through.
What else?
You run it through like, yo.
Is people still there?
I think I was thinking People's was in the corner too.
Yeah, it was right there.
Remember they had shift People's in the corner.
Right, it was adjacent.
It's something else that's across the street now, but I don't think it's People's. I think
People's
it's
not
Belts
there.
or something like that.
I remember we had I think they still got Radio Shack, but this is the one we had.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this that was so
Classic
crazy. I
East.
remember going when I think I was pregnant with Malik, and I had to have an appointment down in Georgetown. The same doctor that delivered me
The
was
same
who
doctor?
I had the appointment with. Not Dr. Aleko now. Dr.
Dr.
Aleko
Aleko
is
delivered
definitely
everybody.
a staple in things. But
Yes.
no, it was this old guy that my mom actually went to, and I
He was
actually
one of Jesus'
had.
disciples.
Oh, you crazy. And I had to actually go to him. I forgot why I was there, and I don't know why I had to even go there, but yeah, that was pretty cool. But Dr. Haleko definitely.
No, he's a
Dr.
killer.
Haleko is like, now, Plantersville elementary people is going to notice, and we're going to really have to end this off. Miss Koleski.
No, I don't know. What
Miss
that is.
Koleski,
She
Plantersville
sounds like a
Elementary
veterinarian.
School.
She sounds like a
God
veterinarian.
bless her soul. I'm pretty sure she's probably gone on over.
Oh.
But Miss Koleksi, she used to.
Sorry.
No. Miss Koleksi was the nurse at Plantersville Elementary School, and she would wash her hand all the way up to the elbow every single time.
That's
I don't
what you're
care.
supposed to do, actually.
No, I don't care if
Supposed
you
to scratch
can't.
your
You walk through
palms
the
and
door.
all that.
Listen, you walk through the door, and you walk out the door, and you turn back around and say, "Oh, Miss Koleksi, can you look at this? Or I need this." She go wash her hand
She had mad
again.
dry skin then. She
Like
had
Miss
crazy dry
Koleksi
skin.
was like super super cool. But let's go ahead and
We'll go ahead.
Chop it up.
We'll go ahead and end it on that because we gotta do some other things right now. But nonetheless, y'all, any closing statement, Miss Lady Simone? That was a
I
good trip
just
down
wish.
memory lane.
Yeah,
right there.
I want everybody, whatever you remember from,
Yes,
Plantersville,
yes.
Dunbar, Oakland, the infamous parades. There's so much that we can actually
Oh,
talk about.
JB Beck
But
Middle School.
we're not even going.
JB
We're
Beck
not
Middle
going to
School.
continue. Y'all just drop it down and let's just go
Kevin
back
Lloyd, what's
together.
going on? JB Beck Middle School.
Let's go back together.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all checking us out. My name is Mo. This is Lady Simone.
Yes.
And we are the With All Due Respect podcast, man. Y'all check us out. As we drop our weekly playlist with Mr. Quinton Greer. Y'all check us out with Mr. Lloyd Hale with his Wednesday Wild. Lady Simone with her Fresh Fridays. Me with my Monday
You
Moments.
trying to take the whole
Yeah.
motivation?
I'm trying to take it. And just recently, my new cartoon that I'm partnered with Mr. Aaron Kidd. It's called The Kid and Mo Show. So y'all check all that out on social media, man. As usual, we really, really appreciate the love and support. Like, subscribe, comment to our page, and y'all have yourselves a good day, all right? It's your man, Mr. I Woke Up This Morning. Peace.